Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt incredibly vivid, incredibly real, but also not yours? You're in a place you've never been, talking to people you've never met, living a life that feels completely alien. It's a strange sensation, isn't it? As if for a brief moment, you stepped into someone else's consciousness. For a long time, I've been fascinated by these borrowed dreams. I remember one dream where I was a master carpenter, sanding a beautiful piece of oak. I could feel the grain under my fingertips, smell the sawdust in the air, and I felt a deep sense of pride in my work. The thing is, I can barely hang a picture frame straight in real life. But in that dream, the skill felt innate, like a memory I had somehow inherited. Then there was another one. I was standing on a stage. The bright lights were blinding, and I could hear the roar of a massive crowd. I felt this surge of adrenaline and a touch of stage fright, but also an exhilarating connection with thousands of people. I'm not a performer. I'm actually pretty shy. So where did that feeling come from? It was so specific, so detailed. It felt less like my imagination and more like a recording of someone else's peak experience. Psychology has a few theories, of course. Maybe our brains are just incredible storytellers, piecing together fragments of movies we've seen, books we've read, and conversations we've overheard. They stitch these disparate elements into a seamless narrative while we sleep. It's the ultimate creative act, happening inside our heads every single night. Our subconscious is just a brilliant remix artist, sampling bits and pieces from the vast library of human experience we're exposed to. But there's another, more mystical idea, one that's a bit more fun to think about. It's the concept of a collective unconscious, a shared pool of memories and experiences that all of humanity can tap into. What if, when we dream, we're not just exploring our own minds, but we're dipping our toes into this vast ocean of shared consciousness? What if these borrowed dreams are faint echoes from other lives, other times, other people? Think about it. We're all connected in ways we don't fully understand. Through the internet, we share information and ideas at the speed of light. Maybe in the dream world, the connection is even deeper, more primal. Maybe we're subconsciously sharing our hopes, our fears, and our most profound moments. That dream where you were flying over a city you've never visited? Maybe it was a gift from a pilot on the other side of the world. That dream where you spoke a language you don't know, perhaps it was a whisper from an ancestor. I don't have the answers, and maybe we're not meant to. Perhaps the beauty of these dreams lies in their mystery. They remind us that our own perspective isn't the only one. They allow us to feel empathy in a way that's almost impossible when we're awake, to literally walk a mile in someone else's shoes, even if it's just for a few fleeting moments in the dead of night. These dreams from strangers are a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. They show us that despite our different lives, we all experience joy, fear, pride, and love. We all have moments of triumph and moments of quiet contemplation. So the next time you wake up from a dream that doesn't feel like your own, don't just dismiss it, cherish it. It might just be a message from a stranger, a little glimpse into another soul, reminding you that you're part of something much, much bigger. What's the strangest dream you've ever had that felt like it belonged to someone else? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to read your stories. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more thoughts on the mysteries of the mind. See you next time.